Beginner handlers can train using a scent work cocktail to efficiently and effectively teach their dogs all target odors at the same time. So in this video, I'm going to explain what a scent work cocktail is, why it might be beneficial to your training, and show you how I prepare and put together cocktailed hides. Let's get after it. Hey friends, and welcome back to Dingle Days. I'm Geryah Dingle, the Canine Scent Boss, and recently we had a question come in on how cocktailing hides actually works, and I'm fired up to share this time-saving technique to level up your scent work training. What is a scent work cocktail? Well, let's break it down. Scent work is simply where your dog searches for the odor of one or more essential oils. A cocktail, by definition, is a mixed drink where one or more spirits are mixed together with other ingredients. While we're not at all talking about alcoholic beverages, the general concept of mixing applies here when we're talking about a scent work cocktail. Simply put, a scent work cocktail is a hide where our dog searches for the odor of essential oils when two or more are presented together. This method of training is beneficial because it takes advantage of our dog's olfactory epithelium, which results in their keen sense of smell. These taste buds of the nose make it so that our dogs can imprint on multiple odors at the same time, such as AKC scent work essential oils like birch, anise, clove, cypress. This works because the dog processes and catalogs each of the odors individually, even when they are presented together. This method will save you a ton of time in training, but once the dog has a solid odor imprint of the cocktail, each of the odors should be pretty quickly separated out and worked one at a time. Initially, when separating the odors, the dog will show change of behavior and odor recognition, but may not know to generalize or accept only the single odor as the target odor. Therefore, I assist and reward my dog when he first shows odor recognition at the single odor. Once rewarded, the dog will quickly learn that any single odor or combination of odors from the original cocktail is his target odor. Training with a cocktail provides the complete odor library to the dog right away, leaving no ambiguity about the target odor. Coming up next, I'm going to show you how to prepare cocktailed hides and some ways to prevent contamination. But first, like this video and let me know in the comments section below what other questions you have about scent work, and maybe we'll answer those questions in the next video. Here's how to prepare a cocktailed hide. Gather your supplies. We know from our training that a hide is simply the package of target odor inside a ventilated container that is hidden in the search area for our dog to find, i.e. a pre-scented cotton swab inside a metal tin. So if you want to know how to prepare those odors, I'll link a video below, but a cocktailed hide contains multiple odors. So for this example, I'll use birch, anise, and clove. I'll also be swapping out our usual Q-tips for some blotting paper, and I'll list out the complete list of materials you'll need. Gloves, your choice of essential oils, paper towels for cleaning, wax or parchment paper to protect the surface you're working on, some tweezers, blotting paper or cloth, some scissors, and an airtight container for storing or transporting your hides. I'd say that mason jars really work great for this purpose. So let's wash our hands and put on a pair of gloves, and then put on 2 more pairs of gloves. This will just make it easier for our process. Whenever you expose your target odors, wear disposable gloves and prepare your hides in a room your dog does not have access to. You don't want to contaminate the search area. First, we're going to cut the blotting paper into strips small enough for hiding and storage, but large enough that you can apply a drop of each target odor without mixing. Insert your dropper into the birch oil, squeeze to fill up birch oil, and then place 1 drop of birch oil on the far left of each piece of paper. Then switch to a clean pair of gloves. Another dropper is used only with the anise, and then another pair of gloves. The same is true for the remaining target odors. Moving from left to right on our blotting paper. We don't want to combine the odors into a stew per se, as they may interact in a chemical reaction and produce unpredictable, unreliable results, so each drop to its place on the hide. This method is critical to prevent cross-contamination, so be sure to use a dedicated dropper for each essential oil. Depending on how many hides you're making, you may need to refill the dropper. If you use up all of the oil, only reinsert it into the essential oil if you are positive it is clean and uncontaminated. If you're not sure, it's better to just throw it out and use a new one to draw out more oil to prevent contamination of your entire bottle. Once finished, you should have X drops of oil on each piece of paper, where X equals the number of target odors you're scenting with. Then use tweezers to put the paper into your labeled storage or hide container. Here, I'll use tweezers to pick up 1 piece of paper and place it inside the tin. The entire paper should be hidden within the hide container, so when my dog finds it, they're not in direct contact with the oils and they remain contained. Then wash your hands with soap and water, and our detailed actions from earlier should offset the chances of contamination. Cocktailing hides is a very efficient efficient way to train your dog on multiple odors and can reduce the likelihood of producing a dog that responds with false alerts to novel odors. Since creating cocktailed hides can be a time-consuming process, it's best to complete multiple hides in a single session. When stored properly, your work should be good for a few months of training. To continue in your scent work journey, check out my complete rundown of how to set up an AKC scent work novice practice area by clicking or tapping the screen, or check the links in the description below for my scent work playlist. Until next time, continue to get after it.